It's Two on the Aisle with me, Charles Gross, and Jeff Goodman. Tonight, David Lefkowitz joins us for reviews of Pygmalion, Make Me a Song, and Cymbeline. Plus, the Performing Arts Insider, Top 10 Shows of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Two on the Aisle. Good evening, I'm Charles Gross. Welcome to Two on the Aisle. Jeff Goodman is on assignment in Thailand.
Well, I'm here to take his place just for tonight. Dave Lefkowitz, very happy to be with you. And with you, Charlie, happy almost end of 2007 here.
Yes, and it's been a year.
Yeah, I think it's been a pretty darn good year in theater, and we'll be talking about that, as well as some shows that we've both seen recently.
Yes.
Covering more in depth.
Let me tell you about a show that is not on your list, but should be.
Well, I haven't seen it, but please do.
Yes, but it's still 207, so this is the 207 list, right?
Correct, yeah.
So how'd you do the 207 list when 207 hasn't ended yet?
You can't, because otherwise I couldn't publish the 2007 list until February of 2008.
Right.
I've got a 3-week.
That's what.
No, I'm not going to wait until 2008 to do it. Nobody's going to want to read it.
But then they give the Oscars for 07 and 08.
Okay, and the Oscars have a little bit of a different budget, a little bit of a different audience from Performing Arts Insider Theater magazine, the Bible of Broadway, available at Dollar Bookshop and by subscription at performingartsinsider.com.
Okay.
Check it out, folks. It's a pretty great journal.
Yes,
anyway.
Yes, it is. I refer to it all the time.
Great, yeah. You subscribe, and I thank you for that.
Yes. But Cymbeline, as far as I'm concerned, belongs on that list. Now, this is at Lincoln Center in the Beaumont Theater. And a few weeks ago, we were talking about The Glorious Ones, which didn't like too much.
Okay.
This, I really had a wonderful time, especially its first act. This is one of Shakespeare's latter works. It is not done very often, and I'll be honest, I really was unfamiliar with it when it came out, but I like it now. It's basically, it's got a lot of Shakespeare's, shall we say, trademarks, cross-gender dressing, running off. Let's see, evil royalty.
Yeah, it's got comedy, tragedy,
right.
Drama, romance. I mean, it's one of those where he crams everything.
Yes, my wife has been disloyal to me, except that she hasn't. Of
right.
course, unlike Othello,
Winter's Tale, where they do, or something like that.
This ends out a little better. This is basically the story of Cymbeline, the King of Britain, played beautifully by John Cullum. I mean, you don't expect John Cullum to be so good in a Shakespearean role. I mean, you expect him in something like Shenandoah on the 20th century.
Or last year, this time we saw him in The Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas as a dog.
And he did it well.
Yes, he did.
And he does this well, because, when he speaks Shakespeare, he doesn't go, with the Shakespearean story. He just plays fairly straight, and it works beautifully. And then there's Martha Plimpton, who really comes into her own in this role. She is fabulous. She is the daughter, Imogen, and she is wed secretly to Posthumus, who is a ward of the court, shall we say, and they've fallen in love, but there's an evil stepmother.
Isn't there always?
Yeah, apparently, Phylicia Rashad, who wants her to marry her son. See, she's
now, what did you think of Phylicia Rashad? Because I've read the reviews, I have not seen the show, but the one caveat that most of the critics had was with her performance. They felt she was like very Disney evil queen witch sort of thing.
If only, well, honestly, yes, I guess you could say that, but you have to understand that with the movie Enchanted out, Susan Sarandon's kind of covered that market this season.
Okay. And
she doesn't quite seem to fit in to the show. So it is a bit of a disappointing performance, given what a good actress she is. I don't know if it's that bad a performance or if it's just not a very well-written role, perhaps.
Well, you should really talk to the author about that.
On the other hand, Adam Dannheisser as her son is a comic delight.
Oh, cool. I
mean, this guy is a total yutz, and with every move and word he makes, he proves it. Oh. And it's a shame he gets killed off so early in the second.
Thanks for sharing. I'm still planning on seeing this show.
Okay, well, this is Shakespeare, David.
I should know that he dies early. Yeah, okay.
It's not it's just a revival, by the way. No,
okay.
It's not. But Martha Plimpton is just she's so beautiful. She's so genuine in this show. And I have to say something about the lighting. Normally you don't notice it, but at the end of the first act, she becomes one with the stars. And it's, I guess, a relatively simple but just beautifully held effect on this. And I just really like the first act. The second act where things are tied together and there's a war between Britain and Rome. It doesn't quite live up to the first one, but it's still a very sharp, a beautifully staged production. And really,
who's the director on this?
This is
Mark
Lamos. Yeah, really does a wonderful job with it. Really opens it up, really fleshes it out. And although Act 2 really doesn't quite live up to Act 1, still, top-notch production and something that I very highly recommend. And I think after this, I think we're going to see a lot more productions of Cymbeline, because I think here they've really woken this up.
Well, apparently, we haven't seen a lot of Broadway productions of it, but it's been getting some recent productions here and there and in New Jersey, and so people have been rediscovering this particular Shakespeare. So maybe we'll just see more better Shakespeare. That'd be nice.
That would also be nice. Well,
more like Shakespeare just for the hell of it. Yeah.
Well, this is a very good place to start, and if you like your Shakespeare with a happy ending,
who doesn't?
I won't tell you how they resolve it. Gets all right, maybe a little too much, but at the end a little. But they do.
Great.
And again, a couple of Shakespearean cliches in here, shall we say, which when you see it, you'll
they weren't cliches when he was doing them.
Well, they may have been, because he used similar devices in his other plays.
Fair enough, yeah.
But it all comes out in the wash.
So this would be in your top 10 or top 20 of things of the year.
Yes,
well,
it would be.
As I say, I'm hoping to see it soon, and maybe it will. I'll either antecede it to 2007 or post-seed it into 2008.
Okay.